wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Series of Prophets of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Episode 3. Prophet Nuh alayhi salam. As years went by, people on earth were practicing idolatry. This act came into practice such that whenever one of the good people died, their statues were made to keep a remembrance. And eventually, the coming generations began to worship them by treating them as gods. They believed that these gods would bring them good, protect them from evil, and fulfill all their needs. It was then that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent Prophet Nuh alayhi salam to guide his people back on the right path of Allah. He was an excellent speaker and a very patient man. Prophet Nuh alayhi salam repeatedly told his people not to worship anyone except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He clarified to them how the shaitan had deceived them for so long and that the time had come for this deceit to stop. This continued for many years, preaching that there will be punishment of the hellfire if they disobeyed. However, only the few people, including the laborers, believed him, but most of the people refused him. The disbelievers told Prophet Nuh alayhi salam to back off from his motive. However, Prophet Nuh alayhi salam refused to give up and provided logical reasons. The disbelievers further argued. Despite his truthful arguments, he continued convincing his people to believe in Allah, hour after hour, day after day, and year after year. Moreover, whenever he called them to Allah, they either ran away from him or put their fingers in their ears and became too proud to listen to the truth. All in all, he realized over time that his efforts were surely in vain. Consequently, he became tired and sad, asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to destroy the non-believers. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala then accepted his prayer and asked Prophet Nuh alayhi salam to build an ark away from the sea with woods and tools. As non-believers saw these preparations, they mocked at him. Eventually, when the ark was built, Prophet Nuh alayhi salam and his believers waited patiently for the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The day then arrived and water miraculously rained over the residence, resulting as a heavy rain. It started lightly, but as time passed, it became so heavy. Prophet Nuh alayhi salam opened the ark and allowed the believers and the animals to come inside, whereby there were approximately 80 people. The people and animals were in pairs such that their generations could thrive and that they don't become extinct. The non-believers, including Prophet Nuh alayhi salam's wife and one of his sons, did not enter despite his call. Prophet Nuh alayhi salam said, "O son, come aboard with us and be not with the disbelievers." But Prophet Nuh alayhi salam's son did not listen to him. Eventually, the waves swept all the non-believers, which included Nuh alayhi salam's son and wife. They were drowned. Prophet Nuh alayhi salam, after when the water was absorbed, he was very sad and cried for the fact that his son and his wife did not obey the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Prophet Nuh alayhi salam sought Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's mercy. He released everybody from the ark and life came back to normal practice on earth. Eventually, Prophet Nuh alayhi salam passed away and his last advice to his son was to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone.